Formula One has hit a speed bump in Austin. This week, the $250 million project came to a halt as developers revealed some major financial troubles.
Now the clock's ticking to find money, and fans are wondering when and if they'll ever see a Grand Prix race here in Austin. Here's the timeline. Developers announced the project in May of last year. In July of 2010, a major Texas financier, Red McCombs, signed on, along with word that state funding from the Major Events Trust Fund would be available, up to $25 million a year for 10 years. And now Formula One boss Bernie Ecclestone says developers don't have the money. He's given them a deadline of next week to come up with it. And next month, we'll find out if the World Motorsports Council will schedule a race for Austin next year. November 2012 was the intended date for the first race in Austin, but now Formula One officials say it will likely be delayed until 2013. Tonight, KXAN's Josh Hinkle shows us the people behind the scenes of this controversy.
Alonso has taken the lead.
The key players in the Formula One Austin saga start with the man who brought this now delayed dream to the area in the first place. A former racer and now head of Full Throttle Productions, Tavo Hellman, this week admitted things began turning sour when he fell out with his partners.
No one's necessarily right or wrong. That created a little bit of internal friction. But nothing that would derail the project.
Amid reports of a buyout, Hellman said the real problem was not being able to pay Bernie Ecclestone. The F1 boss has apparently lost patience with organizers, giving them until the end of next week to sign a contract and pay up. If they can't, next year's race could instead be pushed to 2013. Steve Sexton leads those organizers, the Circuit of the Americas, the same group Hellman's apparently exiting. Now it appears Sexton, along with owners and investors Red McCombs and Bobby Epstein, are on board with the delay, giving them more time to find funding and complete the project.
I can see programs involving speed other than cars.
As problems persist, State Comptroller Susan Combs has apparently changed course with the money that group initially thought would be available.
High-speed track here.
Once on board with use of the state's Major Events Trust Fund, Combs has now put that on hold until finding out if the race will even come to Austin and how recent developments could affect its possible success.
Given the sort of complexity and the circumstances, my job is to protect the taxpayer dollars and wait until the event actually occurs.
Josh Hinkle, KXAN News.